project which will be made by Naughty Dog. If we all know who those two are, then you know exactly what this is. This is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Yep, I was able to get these games last week because they were half off from the normal 40 bucks. This is one of my favorite games now, and I wish I played them back when I had a PS2. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Start with a new game, and here we go.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose, and why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Yep. This is Jak and his friend Daxter. Now, as you heard from that old man Samos, he has been learning about some stuff called eco.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
Those are the Dark Eco Wizards, Gol and Maya. And these are creatures known as lurkers. They are the main enemies of the game.
This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
Oh man, that don't look good. What the hell?
That stung. I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened. What? Okay. I'm fine.
Yep. Daxter had been turned into a creature known as an
What
Otzel.
incarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, The two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right. And then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there! Before I turn you both into ferns!
Ah, the glorious PS2 days. Yep. We are now...
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Alright. So first off, we need to learn some basic combat moves. Circle is spin. And we get what is known as green eco out of it. It is basically our healing item in the game. Now, as you saw, Daxter had been turned into a creature known as an Otzel, a fictional crossover between a...
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
It's a fictional cross between an otter and a weasel. Now, as Kira, the daughter of Samos, said, you get enough of these precursor orbs, and you'll be able to get more power cells.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Yep, you heard her there. We need to collect 101 in order to complete the game. There's one step to it. Yeah, I know. Basically, whenever you see the glorious PS2 memory card icon, then you'll be able to save. Now with these red boxes here...
One of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Yep, when you see red boxes, jump up and then hit square to do a ground pound. The red boxes will only have scout flies. You collect all 7, and once we get them all... Let's see. And bam! It has a power cell. Yep, each time you get a power cell, they're gonna...
That last scout fly had a power cell! I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells!
Yeah, I hear ya, Kira.
That's blue eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yep, I will be honest, Blue Eco is by far my favorite type because of what you can do with it. You heard what he said, right? Well, check this out. You run with it, it'll collect nearby items, even more Blue Eco if you're near it, and also break open chests. Now, when you see big chunks of green Eco, it immediately gives you 50. Yep, you collect 50 in green Eco.
Now each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
That's right. This game has a bit of a meter to each type of Eco that is there, and as you already can tell, there will be different types of Eco that you'll need to get.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Well, you already heard Samos on that. Here's another good move that you will always need. It is the roll jump. Hit L1.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Please stop talking, Kara, while I'm trying to do my own tutorials. But yeah, basically what she said is this is a Blue Eco vent. It gives you the max amount of Eco out there. Now, what I said there was the rolling jump. Oh, God. Just what I wanted to fall off with while I'm in the tutorial area. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's a lurker shark. And I'm dead. Yeah, be careful with the lurker shark. It will seek you out, and you have no way to defend yourself. You have no weapons in this game. Only ones that you have are your fists, and also, well, Daxter and any type of Eco that helps with combat. Which I think, yeah, there are 2 different types of Eco that help with that. Alright. Keep going. Oh my God. Okay, I thought I was stuck there, but the camera was just stuck. What the hell? I will say, this is one of my favorite games because of how Daxter is. And I will say, Jak will not be able to talk at all in this game. Not yet, at least. Go ahead and get on this Eco vent and open up the Precursor door. Next up, we get our next power cell. Bam!
Good work! The Blue Eco caused the door to open. With Blue Eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of Precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years. Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of Eco. Pick up 50 small green Ecos, or 1 big green one to increase your health.
I already explained that, Samos, but thank you. Alright, next up is a high jump. It's just, while you're standing, hit...
Jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
It's either L1 or L1 or R1, and hitting X to get that. Next is this other power cell here. And just touch this Blue Eco and this Precursor artifact, and we'll get back down to the beginning. Yep, just hit the switch, then we're all good to go. Back to Samos' hut.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jak?
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Now, yeah, this is one of my favorite games because it has something called personality. Yep, all these different characters have some pretty good ones, except for Jack here, who doesn't seem to speak.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Daxter.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Yep, we already have a mission from Kira, which is to unplug a bunch of blue eco vents. And welcome to the first village, Sandover Village. This is where Jack lived most of his life, and it's where he learned a good deal of stuff from Samos, the Green Sage.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
Gee, thanks for that, Daxter. Meet the mayor.
Tell me that you two have problems as well. First I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy for him to beat a mayor since there's like 6 people in the village. Yep, so almost everyone in the village is gonna tell you that they need about, 90 precursor orbs to actually get some power cells.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Yep, we also gotta get our uncle 90 power cells as well. I mean, precursor orbs. Alright, next up we have another scout fly under the bridge here. Have a lot of precursor orbs in this area connecting to the beach. And we also have the sculptor here.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I I think she ran away to that misty island. Oh, I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Well, either way, there's no way that we can get back to Misty Island. There's a, yeah, boat, but we can't use it until we could clear some stuff in the Forbidden Jungle. Alright. Next up, we're gonna be looking for some more scout flies before we go on. And once we actually do get all the scout flies, we're gonna end it there.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainframe. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Yep. Next up in the beach, we have to rescue a flut-flut egg from some lurkers. There's really nothing.
Weird looking thing. I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
Yep. These are kind of precursor ore banks. You open it up with yeah, you open it up with blue eco, and it gives you a lot of precursor orbs. I would recommend that you open it up whenever you find them.
Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Alright, we already found 5 precursor orb. I mean, scout flies. Good to go. Now you can jump out there with that, but I would just recommend that you do the roll. I actually did not know where this one was for a while. And meet the Precursor Oracle.
Oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
Who awakens the Oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Yep, most of the time people are gonna only ask for 90 precursor orbs. The oracles, however, will ask for 120. Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do in this area, I will tell you that. Next up is this farmer here.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Yep, we get a power cell for getting these yak cows back in. Oh no. You hit their head the other way to make them go, and that was my bad. Yeah, I think there's like 5 of them in this area. There we go. Yeah, there's 4 of, I think. I don't remember really. Yeah, this game is playful. The next one, complete opposite. I mean, it's still good though, because this game has a bit of a Banjo-Kazooie feel. Alright, there's all the yak cows now.
Gotta bring in the crops. Hey, my yak cows are still on the loose. Could you bring them back for me already?
Wait, is there another? Where at? Oh, on the other side of his house. And there's the other scout fly. Good. Alright, there we go.
The farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Yep.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Alright, then once we get the scout fly in the farmer's house, we'll be done with this episode. And there we go. Alright. And with that, we have started our journey.
Alright! You found all the scout flies in this area!
Yep. So we've started our journey as our mute hero, Jak, and his non-stop talking Otzel friend Daxter, as they try to bring Daxter back to, well, what is considered probably human or something like that. This is Chaos Cross. Thanks for watching.